Hi, this is April from 100 Pound Countdown, and I'm here to provide an Ozeri review of their blood pressure monitor, which is right here called CardioTech. I was excited to do this review because, well, this is my second review for them, so it means they really liked my work the first time around. However, it kind of brought some sadness because it means I need a blood pressure machine. And to need a blood pressure machine means that your blood pressure isn't where it should be. And I know from my history that the reason I need the machine is because I've gained this weight. I am diligently working to take the weight off, but it's not going nearly as fast as I want it to. But that's an aside, and if you want to check all of that out, check out my website. We're here to do the review today. The machine is the simple product. It's one piece, and when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, this is super small. What am I supposed to do with that? But really, it goes on your wrist. So that's kind of cool because one of the problems that I have is I have extremely large arms. See? And at one time, most of this was muscle. So I didn't mind having extremely large arms. I've never fit well into shirts around the arms because I have extremely large arms. So sitting in those blood pressure machines where you stick your arm in and it squeezes it always were difficult for me. And normally when I go to the doctor, I have to get the extra large cuff. So having the small cuff that fits on my wrist was perfect because even though I have very large biceps and triceps, my forearms are actually quite small, and I don't have a lot of fat on them, and this fit quite easily around my wrist. So this comes with a couple of other things which are necessary. Obviously, the instruction manual, and secondarily, a box to keep it in, which is great because then a plain black box my kids don't want to play with, but this they do. They think it's a toy. So I'm liking the box. I'm digging the box. So getting your blood, once you set up the machine, it's not very difficult at all. You have to set it, and you can actually use it up to 2 users. And you can put the date and time. And according to the instruction manual, it saves up to 180 calculations or measurements for 2 people. So that's great. So you can really track where your blood pressure is. Unfortunately, when I first did it, I did not read the book all the way through because I hadn't checked my blood pressure in a while, and I really wanted to do so as soon as possible. So I found out that I was doing it the hard way. I wasn't, like I said, I didn't read the manual, and it said keep the machine at the level of your heart. So I had stuck out my arm. Well, taking your blood pressure is more than a 5-second thing. So once you push the button, it actually speaks to you. So you have to listen to what they say, then you have to wait for it to run the test, which can be 30 to 45 seconds, and that's a long time to hold your arm in the air. And then I started to question the validity of the results because I'm under stress because my arm is out. Thankfully, I took the time to actually read the instructions, and when I did read the instructions, it made it a lot easier. You're just supposed to sit down on some level on a chair, preferably, and then use your arm to lift it up. So here's the machine right here. I'm going to take my blood pressure right now. Now, I don't know if you heard that, but the machine actually tells you whether the cup is level with your heart. I'm not sure how it knows it, but it does. So if your arm is too high, it'll tell you to lower it, and if your arm is too low, it'll tell you to raise it. But what will help you is if you set it on a pillow or support it with your other arm. And if you support it with your other arm, then you won't have that issue. Now, after you do your blood pressure, it'll tell you whether your blood pressure is in normal range. So right now it's telling me that my blood pressure of 127/82 is within normal range, which is great. That's perfect. It means that my blood pressure medication is doing its work, and I don't need to get it amended for the doctor. Overall, the process is fairly easy. I did have some complications a couple of times if I don't put it exactly in the right spot, because there is a increase in my arm a little bit lower if I don't put it right at my wrist. If I put it right here, it does not fit my arm all the way, and therefore causes an error. All you have to do is push the power button, the start button, and then it goes. So there's not really any complication on how to run it. One of the other things I really love is it comes with their batteries. So once you get the product, you don't have to run out to the store to get the batteries. That's a pet peeve of mine. You buy a product, they can afford to toss in the extra batteries, because what fun is getting it put together or getting a new product and then realize, oh, you don't really have everything you need. So I'll put more details in my blog post, but that is my audio review, or my video review, I guess, because here I am, of the Ozeri, the Ozeri Cardiotech, and I'm digging it so far. So I hope you put this in your selection, and hopefully you buy it if you're in need of a blood pressure monitor. Thank you.